Hey guys! Today I'm going to be trying to make the hype house in Minecraft. This is what it ended up looking like at the end, complete with the pool and the side driveway and of course all the beautiful plants that surround the house and make it the hype house. I'm pretty new to making Minecraft videos and there aren't a ton of tutorials available right now on making the hype house in Minecraft, so I'm just trying to mimic the pictures as best I can, so please bear with me if I go back and change things. I started by making a 60 block long line of sandstone, and then I just made this shape to mimic the top view of the hype house that I found on Google Maps. Here are all the measurements. Feel free to pause the video if you need time to screenshot it or anything like that. And when I say 5 blocks or 20 blocks or 40 blocks, I mean including the corners. The next thing I did was built out some bushes by 8, I think. It really doesn't matter. There's a lot of creativity you can do with this. It's not going to look exactly perfect, so just do it however you like. But I filled that in with some stone and made some windows. The windows are kind of curved, which is why I added the extra block in the middle on the top. The next thing I did was build out 3 blocks for the door and filled that part in with glass and added double doors and of course the domed overhang around the door. Here's what it ended up looking like from the side. Now moving on to the right of the door, I'm adding more windows, so it should look like that. Again, do it however you want. I'm not giving exact measurements because first of all, I didn't want to count every single block and every single movement I did, and second of all, it's really up to you. Next thing I did was built out another section of the house, a little bit shorter than the rest of the house, and added windows. So far, this is what it looks like. Here's what the top of the door looks like right now, and the side of the doorway, just to show you more specifics. Moving on to the bottom left corner of the front, I'm trying to mimic the curved bushes and stairway. So I just added some sandstone and some slabs and steps and just more bushes extremely randomly, making them as three-dimensional as possible. Here's what it looks like from the top. And then I also realized that I needed to fill in a small part of the door with more glass that I left out. So here's what it looks like so far. Now time to add the stairs. So I built out 4 or 5 blocks of sandstone. And again, I'm just using sandstone because it's the best material in Minecraft that mimics the color of the house, but you can do it however you like. I added stairs that are shifting slightly more and more to the right because the stairs at the hype house entrance kind of go at a diagonal, and then a square block because the stairs need to turn. Honestly, this part doesn't look like the hype house too much, but I don't think it matters that much, and it looks good, so I'm not too worried about it. Then I added some stone wall, built it up to try to match the pillar design of the walls at the hype house, and then I just added accents throughout the house. And then I added some more bushes and shrubs and stuff just to get it really leafy and that beautiful overgrown look. Now to the right of that, I'm just adding some more trees and leaves. And built up more leaves. Here's what the front ended up looking like with all the accents. Feel free to pause the video if you want to copy what I did, but you can really do whatever you want. This part I just added some wooden stairs to basically just add a top to the house. Moving on to this part, I'm going to try to mimic this side of the house. It's like the area that's not the garage. I think in hindsight I may have made it a little too big, but it looks fine and it was fun to fill in and decorate. Now again, I'm going to add more stone and a window. And of course, cannot forget the leaves. Now I built out the driveway. I just dug a hole around. It goes 6 out from this side of the house and 8 out from the garage side. So just fill that in with stone if you'd like. I know that the driveway is supposed to be on an angle, but since it's such a steep angle and you can only really do angles with slabs and stairs in Minecraft, I'm just making it a little flat. Moving on to the right side of what we just built out before the driveway, I just added some more sandstone slabs curving upward and more plants and trees just to put more of the garden that they have in the Hype House on the side as well. I also raised just a small part of the driveway by 1 and added a stair going up just so it's a little bit slanted. Also, if you're having trouble with this, you could also have pictures of the Hype House up. You can just Google it, look them up online, and it should be easier to mimic what you want to mimic. My design isn't perfect, and there are definitely some parts that you could improve upon. After I raised the garage area to the other portion of the house, I added some stairs for the roofing, and also made the part that I built up go back down a little, so it's on another downward incline, if that makes sense, to the garage. I added glass for the garage doors and a glass window on the left side of the garage just to make it look like the picture. I then added another wall made out of sandstone and just built it up just a little bit, not all the way to the roof, and planted trees there to kind of make the forest that is behind their house. So on the back of the house, it's really simple. I'm just going to add some sandstone. This is a different type of sandstone. It's not the smooth sandstone, but I used the Command Fill on Pocket Edition, so it was just easier to do that since no one was going to see it. And I made the rest of the foresty area. That kind of looks like that part in the picture. It just continues along the back. Now for the roof, I did the same thing that I did with the front side and the garage roof, and I just used stairs, built it up a little bit, and filled it in with stripped wood. I thought it looked better and you could use Command Fill. Here's what the back looks like, and moving on to the side, my favorite part where you can make their beautiful yard. I built out a little arc because they have a slightly arched in the middle, as you can see here. Kind of pathway in front or deck. Going to the left side of the house, I added a couple windows, and on the top window I added a balcony. That's what they have in their picture, so I just tried to, again, mimic it the best I could. Then on the arc I added windows and another balcony, and onto the right side of the arc I needed to add a place for the chimney, so that's what the middle part is, and 2 windows. The chimney then extends a little above the roof, and here's what it looks like so far. On the top, you can see that I wanted to build out the roof, so there's a slight overhang, but then that needs to be filled in with wood, so I just used the stripped wood again. And looking from this angle, you can see that there's another gap because it's built up. So I filled that in as well. I added a campfire into the chimney so that you could have the smoke coming out, and added a little roofing to here. Now the roofing for the Hype House isn't as steep or isn't like a triangle, which is why there's only a few stairs or 1 stair depending on what area of the house it is. Next thing I'm doing is doing the backyard. I know their backyard doesn't have this kind of fence, but I added wood around and then added 2 layers of leaves around it, and I just thought it looked really cool from the inside and more of a Minecraft vibe, if that makes sense. The next thing I did was add stairs. They don't look exactly like the Hype House, but it's looking pretty good. Lastly, I'm adding a pool made out of quartz, and I'm just using quartz stairs and then quartz blocks, quartz stairs, quartz blocks, quartz stairs, quartz blocks, until I get to the bottom, which I then filled in with sea lanterns, just so it has a prettier look once it's filled with water. I filled in the sides with quartz as well, and it's all done. I'm so excited that this is finished, and I'm really proud of it. It took me a really long time, and it is really super big. Backyard doesn't look perfect, so add your own accents to the backyard and the rest of the house and just make it your own. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and at least helped a little bit guide you in the right direction to building your hype house in Minecraft. Thanks for watching!